As soon as this is completely done and over, I'm gonna get a lip liner instead. Oopsie. Okay, next step to go over. All done. All done. All done. All right. Welcome back to my expanded divine panel of the infinite aid to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. All right. I'm backing at him. This is Gifts Unlocked by 4 by To the Inner Wild. Do we also include the 4? They said I can include the 4. It's going to make some nauseous because I did really feel a little bit of that. But who the frig cares? Except for me. Bye. And 4 To the Inner Wild, Season 3, Episode 9, The Upside Down, Sunny Side Up. Okay. I wonder if I have to get new energy cards for this. Okay. So, first off, I started off with the Magician card. Ta-da, ta-da. That's the recipient side. Yay. Okay. So upon receipt, there is magic. Not just what I bring to the table, but what is brought to the table. Okay. This is a superior Amazon Prime treasure truck package coming through. And then on the right side, the doing side, is the Six of Cups. Okay. So I have adopted a fam. If not, a fam has adopted me. It goes both ways, doesn't it? All right. So that's where I'm at. Okay. Now, what inspired me to do this reading is to bring things to the light. Because I think there are some energies that are trying to, it's like if they can't steal from me, they're going to try to like throw an oogity boogity like confusion spell my way to kind of diminish this type of energy. So I need to find out what's up for real. Like I had some. So that the King of Swords character that always fucking delivers. I got cards on, you know, just indicating the energy about him, and so I don't freaking know, you know. This is like an I don't know about that. I have to reconsider. Wait, first off, I think it was this. I'm like, what is his intent, right? And give me a second. He's here, correct. Okay, first off, this is it. Okay, first off, he's here. Okay, absolutely correct. You can sense the energy. Okay, here. Yeah, you are correct. He is here. Okay, that's the identifier. That's the card. Okay, and like celebrate. You know, that kind of energy. I honor you. Yeah, I honor you, Empress. And then so I was like, okay, so what is this stuff all about? Anyway, what is your intent here? Okay, he's here. Maybe it's for the money. I don't know. And then there was some kind of doubt there about taking like here to seize opportunities, not to bring them, you know? And then like so I have to decide, okay, because something about like having to hold up, this is possibly holding up my path. Yeah. And just because my voice is like kind of weird about it, I was like, okay, so just reaffirm for me my expanded divine panel of the infinite. What is the deal on this character? And he says like, okay, so you got to decide like, knowing that, are you gonna like throw him out like this dude just playing games, you know? But like seriously, holding things up, you really got to think about it. Taking away, maybe he's just here for the pentacle, not to bring it. Just like many others. So, this part of it, I was like, okay, so what's the real deal? You really got to decide on that. Like, what is his intent? Why me? So I got the Star card and the High Priestess card. and lots of opportunities extended. So I was like, fuck, right? And then they're like, okay, so tell me a little bit more. And basically I'm correct in placing myself as the Queen of Swords. So I don't really know what to make out of this, because yeah, prior to that, I got, okay, something about, okay, stop, like, for a second, get a talk or something, communication, and there's a player energy, and then being right here with justice in reversal. So it's like, this is a different character now that I'm checking. Okay. So I don't know. I feel like there's energy trying to jumble things up. So anyway, that's why I'm basically on here trying to figure shiz out. Okay. Get some clarification. Yeah, I decided I wasn't gonna go out today. Four of Swords. Yep. Stay in, heal. Okay. Do my own thing. The Star card again. And Ace of Pentacles. Relish in the fact that I shall receive the golden ticket. Alright. Okay. So let me just put these cards away so I can clear up my space. Yeah, I was irked by that. It was just... So I was trying to cast out that energy. Nine of Swords in reversal. They're just saying don't stress. Yeah, again, see, someone's trying to affect my throat chakra. You just be you. Nothing can get in the way, even with the attempts. And maybe that's part of my my piece, you know, and in attracting people who are normally engaged in fuckeries and or walk the middle path and choose to do me over. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and find out a little bit more. But that's why there's a slight edit here. Gifts unlocked by and for To the Inner Wild, Season 3, Episode 9, The Upside Down, Sunny Side Up. Okay? So it's not just trying to get to the bottom of things, but also, like, the super, super bottom of things. Like, what is the reason that appeals to, like, to someone doing that? Like, what is the sunny side up version for them? Like, what is the rationale that brings absolute fulfillment in order to validate that? So, all right, I'm going to get some new energy cards here because I put by and for To the Inner Wild. Boop. 3, 2, 1, cheese. What is that? Queen of Swords in reversal and Ace of Pentacles in reversal. Okay, so this is being quite selfish. I have to tell it like it is, with no issue whatsoever. Thanks. Hi. I've never seen you before, Dark Horse. But yeah, so then the right side is gosh, my throat. On the right side, the doing side is the enactment. Like, I'm going to use my it's not just a jet out of, maybe it's also a jet out of jail free card. I was never in there in the first place. So this is making use of my all access pass. So if people got beef, I'm ready to throw down. Look at that. And throw down that beef. Okay, so Queen of Swords on the recipient side. Okay. Okay, yeah, that was the right assumption, that the gut feeling of Queen of Swords in reversal, that is me. That is me. I am not afraid to be a bitch. Like, bitch, she foiled our plans. She done foiled our plans. So, anyway. So those are the new energy cards. Segue cards will go from here. We'll go with this. Read my bio. That's what you'll come to find. King of Swords in reverse. He is here, bitch. He is here. Okay. And he is ill-intended. That's what the energy says. He's ill-intended. Okay. Oh, wait. Towards me? No, towards others. See, it's getting all twisted here. Fuck. Give me a second. Give me a second. Where is... I think I have another pendulum. Oh, give me that. Oh, be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful. Thank you very, very, very much. Oh yay, I have my pendulum here. Fan-freaking-tastic. I was hoping so. What a wonderful way to like figure my shit out, organize my stuff. I love it. I love it. All right, let's put this away carefully again. Carefully, please. Be good. Thank you, everybody, for cooperating. All right. Okay, so. Okay, I'm going to just practice real quick, okay? Show me a yes. And circles. Show me a yes. Okay, thank you. Please show me a no. Okay, please show me a no in circles. Thank you. What else? Okay. Is my name Lisa? Show me in circles, please. Is my name Lisa? Thank you. Yes. Oh, thank you. All right, so, is this King of Swords meaning me harm? Show me in circles, please. Is this King of Swords meaning me harm? Okay. Thank you. Is there interference in this connection? Is there interference with this connection? Show me in swaying, please. Is there ill interference in this connection, with this connection, on this connection? Are there energies meaning to disconnect this connection with the King of Swords? Please show me in circles. Thank you. Is this King of Swords? um, is this King of Swords truly protecting me from harm? Please show me in sways. Again, I'm going to ask again. Is this King of Swords truly protecting me from harm? Show me in circles. Okay. Okay. I'm going to ask again. Is this King of Swords intending ill intent to me? Show me in sways, please. Okay, does this King of Swords have a personal agenda? Show me in sways, please. Okay. All right. So there's inconsistencies here, and I'm gonna ask something else here. Okay. Thank you, Pendulum. Okay. Will karma be dished out accordingly should this King of Swords betray me? Show me in circles, please. Okay. Well, karma will be dished out accordingly either way. So I need to ask the right questions. I'm not sure exactly what kind of question I should ask. By the power of Grayskull, sure. I now have the power. Okay. All right, so is this King of Swords trustworthy to me? Show me in sways, please. Pendulum. Is there manipulation on you by external forces? There's some extreme manipulation. My pendulum is having some encountering some major issues in relaying what it normally relays, even asking about my name. Maybe I forgot to ask one other thing in practice. Let me see here. There's something up with this. I don't know what. This pendulum. Maybe I'll have to fix that up. But that is very strange. Very strange. That's why I don't like using pendulums, because when there's dark workings, like ill intent, warlock energy present, the pendulum is thrown off. And so just strange. So give me a second. I'm supposed to get a my transparent tarot. Okay. Transparent tarot. Just strange. Okay. That's funny. All right. Okay, so for some clarity on this, King of Swords, first off, I want to know what lays over Queen of Swords. My identity. Hey. So I know that the King of Swords needs to remain objective, as do I, but this is very strange. I don't know. So Queen of Swords, what goes in there? For clarity. Oh, look, it's, I think, the Star card or something. Yeah, it's a Star card in reversal. I am a star. Yeah, that's how I do. Look. That's how I do. That's strange to see it like that. Fantastic. Okay, so what goes in the King of Swords? Like, what's his energy? That's hilarious. 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups. Okay. So I think that there's like too many hands in the pot, and that's why energies are getting all jumbled up. I don't know if he, you know, birds of a feather flock together, and his old crowd was maybe just as skilled as he, but maybe not as disciplined. And so he had to kind of leave that arena because it just got too noisy and just too complicated and just not fun anymore. And so, they came to like meddle in as like a collective of exes and said like boom boom boom, well if you're not blah, 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 let's just like, you know, pull a fuckaroonies with you. So I don't know if that's the case, but along with how the 2 times that I received the 4 of Cups on my private read, on my personal private read, the 4 of Cups appeared. And so maybe it was a misread as far as, you know, making assumptions, and just doing like a trying to pull a quick read on it, on something that's more complex. And so maybe he's the one that actually needs to make the decision. There's a lot of clutter. So maybe he's like stuck in himself on that. Yeah. That's his identity. Yeah, inconsistencies. So there's that. Okay. So I know whether or not that energy is legit or any other energies are legit, uh, uh, outside of what they're presenting as. I know that there's hope in me. I know that I can trust myself. Oh, so you do tarot too? Or do some kind of occultish thing? Okay, so, okay, now for the Segue cards. I feel like these are good Segue cards. Yeah, okay. This is for the Queen of Swords. Oh, look, it's, I think, the Hierophant. It is the Hierophant. Look at that. So I'm strong in my stance. That is exactly how I should be. Firmly planted. I stand correct, basically, on the recipient side. And then the doing side, that's an external. Okay. Segue card to that is 8 of Cups in reverse. It's a comeback. Okay, so either this is a glow up or a revisiting after taking a break, you know, especially after mulling over a few things. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you for the donation. That was really sweet. Thank you. Okay, so this is 8 of Cups in reversal, and then and this is hilarious. Okay, so if you take Spirit's Cup, if you take the obvious like best choice and move out the clutter, there is a glow up, so that even when you revisit like your homeland or your headquarters or your original grouping, whenever you need to or whenever you have to, like let's say you have to grab your belongings from, I don't know, an old job or your ex's house or whatever, it's a, you'll be perceived as a, you know, like you've not just grown but also glowed up. However, if you continue to meddle in that 4 of Cups, because there's like the 8 and the 4, so that's 12 of Cups, which lands to the 3, so you're like boosting with creativity. I don't know what it is. I don't know what skin products you're using, what beauty products you're using, but it's working. It's working for you. So that's the glow up version of it. However, if this is... if you continue to, if this dude continues to muddle in that energy, then there's well, I think it might still be okay. Because, like, looking at it mathematically, that's -8 and then +4. So it would be a -4, which would be like he would come around to it anyway. So eventually he's going to come around to making the right choice. It's just a matter of whether or not he wants to sit in it or not. Thank you. That was sweet. Thank you. I couldn't place the name, but I appreciate that. Thank you. Um, but I made myself a cup of coffee. No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Okay, so those are the segue cards. So if I were to internalize this, like looking at its cosmic sense, like we are all one, then I have to understand, like, okay, so maybe there's like a little element of tomfoolery in my energy. Yeah, so maybe there's an element of tomfoolery, in my energy. Maybe I'm fooling myself and thinking that I I can associate with characters who have a chance of doing me wrong. But like I just know my energy is true, and it's not always naive. I think there's like children are blessed with purity in the way they digest material in front of them, how forward they are in its truth, and how trusting they are, because that's the way it ought to be. It should feel safe, not just feel safe, it should be safe. You shouldn't be in an environment that keeps you complacent with the facade that it is safe when it's not. And so I like that part of me. But I also know that there's a lot of people that are just not like that. So maybe I'm fooling myself in trusting too early. I don't know. But I don't mind assessing a little further at times, because I know that ultimately when judgment comes through, it is very potent and finalized for every character that's involved in my life or not. So so there's that. Okay, so those are the segue cards. Now for perspective, the header cards. Okay. The story of my teacher. Did I lead into anything saying about my teacher? What did I say about it? What did I start to say? Okay. This is the header cards. Okay. Left, right, left, left. As is. Okay, so 9 of Swords, emphasis, again, for the Queen of Swords. I stand correct. I'm telling you, I stand correct. On the doing side, it's 5 of Pentacles. Like, kind of a big headache. Like, what do I do? Okay. All right. So, knowing that I have to be objective in all of this and be a bit selfish in these matters, I'm gonna kind of like excommunicate the King of Swords, be absolutely detached, and just like whatever. If they always deliver, I have to see proof of it. I have to see proof of it. I have to get that money in the bank. I have to, like, I have to get those connections. I have to solidify whatever it is. Like, I have to see the paperwork. I have to do, that's what that is. That's what it is. And if not, then those energies are left in the ethers. To me, they are non-existent. I don't, you know, like any Joe Schmo can say that shit to me. And so like, so I'm going to have to look at this more of an internal matter. Okay. If that energy decides to pull through, then great. If not, get the fuck out of my way. Okay. So the right side. Okay. This is being strict and stern. Like I don't accept anything less than that. Either you deliver or you don't, but just stop telling me, okay? And just do it. So for me, it seems to be that there's some frustration with the this delivery. I mean, well, this notion of resources. 5 of Pentacles. It tends to be a lack mindset, especially when this person is like, you know, frustrated here. What do I do? King of Swords. It's still showing me that King of Swords is an external. So what do I do with all these liars, you know, that project this position of lack towards me, that I have no other choice except to go along with their plan so that they have more money in their pockets and they just fucked another girl over, you know? What do I do with that? And it feels really strange because I have the 6 of Cups, you know, prefixing this on the energy on but I also have the all access pass. So what gives? On my old glasses I found. Oh, I have to read on that. That's my Instagram, huh? I don't remember particularly until like I actually read it. When I channel, and then I move on. But when I do like automatic writing, like freeform writing, it doesn't they're not as ingrained as when I do the tarot readings. So but I'll mention it for maybe the next one. My yeah, I had those glasses I think when I was in 3rd or 4th grade. And it wasn't only until after I took the photos and posted them actually that I realized that the one nose pad was bigger than the other. I must have had to try to remedy it, and at the time I didn't realize that there were 2 separate thingies. The print was so small, that's crazy. Yeah, jeez, whoopsie. I didn't comb my hair, I just washed it. You don't like to wear your glasses? I like wearing my glasses, but only the ones that have like the nose pads on them so that I can I don't know, they're more of like do I have some here? I thought I did. I have some glasses somewhere. Hold on. No, I don't. Let me try them. Give me a second, because they do help a bit. No, I think I just have these right here, which are a little crooked, and I can't really see on the thing. Oh, Thank you. So yeah, it looks blurry from far away over here. It has to be used for longer distance. Yeah, otherwise it gets a little confusing for me to see. All right, so what is this with the Five of Pentacles? Like, when is this going to happen? That's what I feel like. So there's more so a frustration with this King of Swords coming through, and you know, claiming to be able to do this and to do that. And I know that they're very keen, very good with like telepathy, and I'm just used to a lot of people playing games. So let's see what they say here. The upside down, sunny side up. So my expanded divine panel of the infinite eight. What do they say? I think I always had it. My fast sense. My avant-garde. No, oh look, it's the Knight of Cups. So these are suitors. These are admirers coming through. They want to doll me up. You know how I know? Because I never got this and I never ever seen it before. Look. Oh my gosh. Look, I did just take a shower because the things are off. That is so freaking weird. I'm bare. But look. I get my nails done. That kind of shit, you see. That's funny. I have to put on my shoes, my stuff. That was weird. That was so weird. I didn't like that. Okay. All right. So suitors are coming through. Okay. So if not that energy, then someone else will. And it doesn't always have to be, you know, romantic. It can be platonic, but this is romantic. All right. Well, we'll come. It'll just come through. That's it. That's funny. But this King of Swords is quite defensive, like territorial. Like, okay, I'm not going to pick up the whole stack, but this is what it looks like in putting it together. You see? There's a presentation, and this person, the King of Swords, like that pile, that stack is like, back the fuck off to this energy. I don't know, man. That's what it looks like. I told you. That's funny. Okay. So strange. Eight of Pentacles. I put the work in already. What is this? Oh my god. Okay, so maybe that's the sunny side up portion of it. The upside down, sunny side up. Okay. Maybe this King of Swords doesn't know really like the meaning of love, or you know a more developed version of it. And so, what is this? Something fell down there, but also in here, did it show up? No. Okay. Justice in reverse. What is this? This is weird. You know, people can be really skilled at a certain arena, but then be very, need a lot of work in other areas. And so this energy appears to be territorial. And you would think that somebody who's like highly disciplined and highly skilled would know not to be so like, yeah, so territorial. Because honestly, I don't know what they've shown up with. I mean, this seems all to be like great news, but I've pulled a lot of great news cards. You know, ensuring like you're safe. you're good, you're fine, things are following through, and this is going to happen, etc., etc. But there's no peace in my life that is showing real signs of these things. I don't know. I'm not seeing the huge difference in all of this. So what is this Justice card all about here? The Emperor in reverse, yeah. Very territorial. Same energy, different. Same, different, same. Okay, so the King of Swords in reversal is the same energy as the Teacher or the Emperor card in reversal, which I suspected. I've seen that before in the previous reading. The Justice card in reversal, though, is a different card from this Emperor card. This King of Swords in reversal and Emperor card in reversal are the same energies. When it comes to justice, there's another figure up ahead. Who is well-intended. There's discretion. There's ultimate discretion in that energy. It's like way up ahead. Still within reach, but further along than in the in what's mapped out. And this King of Swords / Emperor in reversal is like, to hell with that, you know, well, that's kind of like the stomping type of energy, but they're very controlling. Like they want to be able to direct things or have the say on this. That's true, but I feel so disconnected to it. Like it doesn't. I'm reading the cards as they should be read. When I feel the energy, it's still like kind of lopsided. But there's a prominent energy out of those two. No, I've never been there. Salem. In this lifetime anyway. So I think there's whoever this King of Swords / Emperor is, there's a lot on their plate. They're dealing with a lot of heavy energies. Hi. Yes, it's home of the witches. Let me have a bite of chocolate. First bite. No, I don't. Okay, tell me what I need to know, Expanded Divine Panel of the Infinite 8. What do I need to know about this energy? Did I even... Okay. 9 of Wands in reverse. And the King of Wands. I don't know. I think the previous reading is still correct. The previous readings pertaining to the King of Swords slash Emperor, but they're dealing with a lot. Almost to the point where it feels like dealing with a world that's very bipolar. So it comes off as this character is bipolar in their energies, meaning that, you know, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, that kind of energy. And so because of its complexities, it's posing the view on me as like, I don't know what this dude, like what game this dude is playing, like what cards he's trying to, you know, play. But I think there is a very big reason why they have to be extremely objective and detached, and it's not for nefarious reasons. That's true. Even attaining the answer on that is absolutely correct. Like, I don't know what characters I'm truly like speaking with here, because there are a lot of disguises. It's not just a facade, but like, you know, when you have to go incognito, you have to pose yourself as a different person in order to you know, get candid material rather than the canned. And so I feel like this King of Swords slash Emperor is some sort of a heavyweight, not just in like the 3D sense of like, you know, how we perceive public figures are, personal and public figures, but this is also well known in its occultist sense, like very established there. This, so with that, I think that energy knows this energy. Okay, this is King of Wands. So on the recipient side, it's basically acting as a gatekeeper to those truly ill-intended, the ones that really can't show up but pretend like they're supposed to, they want to show up. So they come in like this, and this is like dudes and like, no, fuck off. And so they go like do. But truly what this person sees is they're coming do. I'm here reporting for duty, and then they're like, oh, you don't got the stuff, so fuck off. And they're like, oh, no, you're right. And so they back up like Homer into the bushes. That's what it is. Multiple personalities. Yeah, I probably would like Salem, but I think I would more so like going to New Orleans. Yeah, I think there is more to be learned there. From what I understand in crowds, New Orleans has a more more reverence to its practices and its backgrounds than, let's say, Salem, who has very, very deep roots as well, but often tends to be more like a little bit leans towards like the sellout, like the tourist type of energy. Like it's more of a novelty. So there's, I would say that's a disrespect to the actual craft. So it breeds a crowd that's more gruff in its energies, more willing to take from you rather than teach you. Whereas New Orleans, I feel, is more opening to teaching crowds that are, or teaching energies that are more respectful and reverent of its like wholesome nature. Yeah, I feel like that. Yeah, authentic. So that's no diss on Salem energies. I just know that there's a lot of strife there, and like in your face strife. what it feels like more of like, inner hate crimes, like how they say like yeah, like inner group turmoil. And so I think I would prefer to go to New Orleans. um hmm I would feel safer there. um hmm so anyway, this energy here, this King of Wands has been tasked to be the doorman, basically the the gatekeeper for energy, any energies coming through um that are coming off as like, oh, I'm friend, I'm here to, I am skilled, I can do this. And yeah, so there's that, which is strange. Okay, I'm gonna get a clarifying card to see right through this King of Wands energy is. Oh, Page of Pentacles in reverse. Where's the thing? Where's the thing? Where's that thing that I had over here? What the frick? Oh, it's right here. It is Page of Pentacles in reversal. So this is an investment in self, okay? So maybe this King of Wands is like, hey, I've never done this kind of assignment before. I mean, you had me on this, I did this gig, but this is quite different, okay? So let's see how this thing rolls. Like, what do... is... I don't think it's like, what can I get out of this? Maybe there's just a tiny, tiny bit of it, but this is more like... This is kind of the... what? Oh, this is... it is in the background. Yes, it is. Because it's like, I asked like, okay, so it's an investment towards himself, on a childlike aspect. So it's like miniature, right? It's a little figurine. So, but those little figurines can cost a lot, right? So, but I don't get that the King of Wands in upright is that like, it's like a shady energy. It's like, okay, well, you're a good guy. Okay, so then... and you hardly ever ask me for anything, so or maybe this is your first time asking me for something, so this is like, okay, so is this a favor for you or a favor for me? And so this is a favor for the King of Swords slash Emperor. So it's like, okay, and there's that. Because I get the King of Wands is more like an adventurous type of energy. Anyway, let's get a little bit more on this. I do crack myself up. For sure. Ew. Yeah. Good. Okay. Okay. Hey, Daria. 3 of Pentacles. World card. Closure. I'm having a good day. It started off only a few hours ago. So there's a new cycle coming up for me. I did ask, and this is definitely internal, and it's showing me. So no matter how hard I try to push out this King of Swords or like push him out and say that this is an internal thing, it's still posing as an external. I don't quite understand it, but I do know that there's a benefit in the way I handle things, the way I handle myself around such ordinarily questionable characters. And I think it's more so like to each their own. I will. In fact, I should have a drink real quick, yeah. To each their own. So I know I have very unique relationships. So I just have to kind of keep it real as well. Like I never revert back to who I used to be. So like don't underestimate me, that I might slip, and there's a chance that I might slip up so that some side alibi will work out for you, you know. That's what it is. So there's that. Anyway, this is a new cycle for me. It's a new opportunity. Can I get a timetable on this now? Reaffirm. Okay, with what? Okay, this one. Timetable. Oh, goodness gracious. Timetable, this one? Or this is the number. Okay, the others are supporting figures. Okay, so this is extroverted, this is all internalized. Introverted. Six of Swords, extroverted, again. Okay, so this is 6 days. 6 days, that's what they're saying, 6 days. Now looking at that, that is the last Friday of the month. Interesting. This new opportunity. Tell me about the context. Knight of Cups in reversal, inverted. 3 of Wands, inverted. 9 of Wands, inverted. I don't know what to make out of this. I seriously don't on this one. 6 of Swords, extroverted, is still navigating. Okay, it's still rough terrain. This is saying that there's an opportunity. It's the introductory portion of it, and with any intro, even a grand opening, there can still be some errors and some mistakes, some little bit of slip ups. However, they're never intended to be that way. It's supposed to be perfected to, at most what it's like the finalized state. And so there are some course corrections, but this is like let's just start it off. Like, we can't have anything, we can't perfect it to like how do I say it? It's only going to delay the process. So if you need something now, then, you know, go for it. Now, Knight of Cups in reversal on its introverted aspect isn't saying that there are suitors that will just fall through, but this is more of the focus internally. Like, you really just romance yourself. Like, feel the vibes of like the best of, you know, whatever's here for you. And so, like, this is romance material. Like, enjoy whatever you can. um, Three of Wands inverted. There's more coming through, but something will come through. It's Nine of Wands. Something's here, and it wouldn't make its way through without passing by this type of energy. So it's a clear, like, go ahead and good. Like, it's decent. It's good. And so there's that. And 9 and the 3 together, they're both upright, so there's only way to add those up or calculate that, which is 12 of Wands, which is back down to the 3. So there's the spirit of creativity here. Like, there is flexibility in that. It's not deviating too much out of my norm or my, you know, my capabilities at all. Not too much, just it's saying at all. So there's that. So I'm gonna get a clue card, because there's just, dude, come on. All right. Thymoleptic feelings. Empathy. What's thymoleptic? I've never heard of such a thing. Cat. Extroverted. A two-faced friend. And bridge. Extroverted and reversal. Successfully overcoming a problem. So there's a two-faced friend that is very much troubled. What does this have to do with my opportunity stuff? Is that just a disruptor or like an interrupter? What are you talking about? Rose, romance is in the air. Extroverted, again. You build on failure, you use it as a stepping stone. It is part of the process. Well, yeah, but so I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing here, but what it implies here is what I said. February 2nd is when I'm going to like start pushing forward, and I'm going to revisit, not revisit, but revisit a certain avenue. Maybe not the same places, but like if something doesn't come through, like I really just, I'm tired of playing the office politics of pretending like fuckery isn't involved when it is. Like, and so I either cave into that or another realm, which is that. So, you know, from what I last saw, that's probably not the best choice, but here it appears as though something's going to come through. There is some old, okay, so this two-faced friend is coming through as a new energy. A new energy, it is quite troubled. They might be the ex of somebody else that's in this mix over here. Because it's like the rose. Romance is in the air, but it's extroverted in reversal. So coming after the cat, that's, yeah, this is some energies like, okay, this person doesn't know who I am. Anyway, haystack, you will reap what you sow. I don't know. There's still a lot of confusion here. I know I get a lot of like lick backs with, oh, this girl doesn't know what she's doing. She has no sense of direction, etc. in life. And I wouldn't call that to be true, really. I mean, I'm doing whatever I'm doing here. It's not, I can't say that it's my fault that it's not doing the thing financially. I think there are some greater things that are happening that are acting as obstructions, if not delays, or accentuating features to what's really to roll out. But what I have to say is that other energies who choose to question me on that level, I can just as easily dissect their life and show them, but for real, who's faltering, like where the fuck they're going wrong, and be absolutely right and be factual rather than opinionated. So if people want to invite themselves into that discussion, I will not falter. There's no way that I can fucking falter, you know? And so there's that. Yeah, so maybe I really don't need to be pushed into this thing. I mean, they gave a few months ago, after leaving an establishment, they said that I may need to revisit it in February. And so this is a same timeline, but then another month or two passed and they said, you won't have to do that. You won't have to. You won't have to do that. So like there's some fluctuation here. There's some shifts. What is your go-to drink when you go out? I haven't gone out in a long time. You mean like an alcoholic drink, like not wine, like alcohol, or what? Or just like any drink, any drink you can think of. Yeah. Mm. So staring at this Three of Pentacles, with the World card on it, this new cycle. Oh, this is wonderful. Yeah, I mean, it's the Strength card as well as the Hierophant card in reversal. This is actually this is very good. This new cycle is very strong. This cycle is strong with this one. So much so that it breaks the rules, it breaks the mold, and is highly creative. But this is an exception to the rule. This is an anomaly of an offering. And it's not just an offering, consider it solid. Okay, they're saying it is an offering, but for politics' sake, we're not going to call it solid just yet. to be absolutely truthful. Thank you. I didn't see all of the message, but I saw who that came from. Thanks. Yeah. Thank you. All right, so here, there's the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This is rather strange because it's like, well, and it's like, not to incite violence. This is total 15 pentacles, down the hatch. That's the devil card. Straight up, this is the version of like, shh, I know the secrets is what the devil is saying, as far as what true wealth is. And it's immeasurable when it's internalizing, like, I am enough. And this is the astute version of saying there's no lack mindset here. There's no lack being here. So this is jackpot energy of the lesser known value of the devil card, knowing like what's up. So there's like the greater and the lesser keys of Solomon. This is kind of like Dracula's notation, you know, dun, 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 you know, the toccata, whatever that version is here. It's still music. It's so there's an energy of harmony in this humble sense. But this is like on the hush, it's jackpot energy. Like this is the start of a winning streak here. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So to close this out, yeah, Dracula's Lament. It's very, yes. King of Pentacles is coming through. So it is a boss energy. They're just looking for the right timing, the right synchronization. This is an external card. They are looking for, like, everything is in ruins. They can see that. They can see from where they're standing. They don't have to like remote view into my realm. Do you see? We got the Ace of Pentacles right here as well. Back on the go. Oh, look, it's the Ace of Swords in reversal. Okay, so they cannot be pinned down either. It's kind of putting the nose to the grindstone type of energy, the way it's depicted here. There's some, this is also depicting the, here, let's center that a bit. There we go. Just like that. There we go. Like that. Definitely. So it kind of feels like also this is the spirit animal, totem, workings of the elephant. Something about Frida Kahlo type of energy here, because her accident, like when she was on a bus or something, like the pole that you hold on to or whatever to for bus transits, I think something happened where it got like shoved in like her spinal cord, whatever, all of that. So kind of that energy. So this one maybe have some kind of association to Frida Kahlo as well, which is rather strange for the King of Pentacles too, but that's what that is. The guy looks like you. Yeah, that's strange. So I'm gonna check something. How strange is that? I don't know why, but that has some association there. I don't know why. Okay. So I don't know where this is going here, but this is the King of Pentacles closing with this. And this is gifts unlocked by and for to the inner wild. Season 3, episode 9, the upside down, sunny side up. Okay. I thought it was going to be more like magical in its messaging, but this is dealing with everyday stuff and with characters that are highly affiliated with the occult realm. Okay. 10 of Cups in reversal there. The Moon card in reversal here. So there's a lot of intentions weighing over here. Having to do with fulfillment. This is so freaking weird. I don't understand. Like, again, this is like an I am enough type of energy. There are competing energies, it feels like weighed out intentions, which are throwing my pendulum off as well, and certain readings. Almost to the point where you have to do everything spur of the moment. Everything is spur of the moment in order for it to ring true. So the now moment is can be highly reciprocative and very true to form in its energetic imprint without any kind of obstruction. If it's like spur of the moment, it has to be like surprise, not the aesthetic buildup of a surprise. But this is okay. I told you I was gonna go over here, and I was gonna take this route. This is a route that I normally go, but I'm gonna go here. You know, like Google Maps tells me to go here, and usually it shows alternate routes, but it's like, fuck it, I know that I can go this way too, and let's just see how it goes. So there's something about like the steering of certain wills that are collectively trying to drive certain agendas, and the only way you can like shake out of that or how I can shake out of that is to steer off that path. And this is not like, oh, and then you have to create your own. This is knowing that there are other ways and just going with it. Okay, don't judge it, just go with it. Not a second to lose, that kind of energy. And so when you know that you're enough and being fully in your moment, that's where like the supreme power is, that doesn't subject you to any disruptions of cluttering perspectives. Very accurate words change with self-character only defeat the mind. Yes, so it's tapping in. Is it the Medici effect? I have to look that up. But that's where intentions come through, that shine through the any lies, any illusion, any anything that kind of lurks in the dark, that where you assume the you make assumptions based on the silhouette of an object, that it's true to form. So I don't know quite what the King of Swords, like what their formation is. I just know what assumption it brings, and I know that if anyone is true to form externally, that energy is going to trust. It's going to be me outside of anybody else, anyone else they know. I know that truthfully. But as that energy normally conducts himself, they trust themselves the ultimate most above me. And so they're just figuring out all of the complexities of their realm, and also relative to mine. Interesting. Look at things starting in reverse or a different way. Oh, I have backwards thinking. That's automatic for me. Reverse engineer. Reverse engineer my life. Okay. Okay, so I think that's it. Yes? No, they said there's more. How is there more? Where is that deck? There's so many decks out that I don't... Oh, it's right there. Okay, I go with that one. But then first I need to overlay something with the moon card. It's Four of Swords in reversal. It's a recuperation. So, things are resolved, almost overnight. There's a hidden aspect of believing that things will work out, that you can conduct yourself on a normal day-to-day operations, you know, just throw off the pattern a bit, you know. But like, it shouldn't make you sleep with one eye open, and you know, there's something about that there. And it all has to do with the self as far as recuperation. Okay, so there's an element of trust in here, faith, etc. Okay, finally, okay, these two cards. Oh, there's more than two cards. Dogs. Getting together with friends. And then scissors in reverse, disappointment in some affair. Okay, that's in reversal, so it ain't gonna happen. Okay, so we're in good company here. What's facing it? Basket. Recognition. Reward for merit. Fantastic. Okay. So banded together, we are... It acts as a level of protection, but also magnetism. Fantastic. What the heck was that? Oh my god, no. Whoa, wait. Hold on a second, okay? This is crazy. I think that's what it is. What the fuck? Okay, so that snap that you heard was again, that casing. What do you... My reverse candle thing that represented legal and home, it was down to the very bottom, and I think it was so, the flame was so strong, like so hot in it, like I knew like I had to be cautious in just letting it like do its thing to the very bottom, and so I put it, like, inserted it in another glass, that held another candle, and it got so hot that one of them cracked. I don't know which one it cracked, but it cracked. I think it cracked the external, which is, this is strange, you know. And so that's what happened. But that was right after saying this part, which is highly significant, in banding together, that it not only acts as protection, but magnetism to other rewards. And that's a big deal. When my candles do shit like that, that is a big freaking deal. And so not to ignore that part of it. Like, this is a band of magicians here in the first, you know, energy cards. It's a band of magicians. And so as far as the all-access pass is concerned, engaging in that with the Queen of Swords in reversal, some things are like, you don't have to be a bitch if you're, if you exercise discretion with, when you're like filtering out your crowds. So that's, yeah, that's what it is. So that's so strange. I don't know why you would do that. Give me a second. There's very little coverage there. Excuse me. What am I gonna do now? Okay, so then there's that. No worries. King of Wands. Again, coming through. Thank you. King of Wands. Okay. Closure card. External. Assisting with closure. I can smell the burnt candle. Weird. Okay. So that's like, that's closure. Door closed. Okay. I think we're good with that. Okay. So this King of Swords is dealing with some shit. I think the gruffness in my, in the way I'm handling things is probably the least he has to worry about. While I was saying those things, I thought how defensive he might be about that, like turned off by it. But what do you got to say? Like, they've seen enough shit too, so I could sense that they know where I'm coming from on that, rather than feeling offended by it. All right, so now time for the takeaways, yeah? Okay, 1. Okay, we start off with this one for 1, but first I forgot we were supposed to get something for the world card, or like the end portion. So 1, 2. Bear, danger, especially in money matters. What? It's external. Clouds in reverse, temporary problems in reverse. It is external. It's, yeah. And then broken wishbone. A wish will not be granted. So this is like closed doors. That's why. Okay, that's why the King of Wands is like, fuck all of you. Okay. That's why he kind of did the INFJ door slam with the world card. Absolutely not. Cutoff point, that kind of thing to these energies, because there's something about, even though this is external, it's important to know you know, the gist of what card people are playing, like what they're working at. You don't necessarily need to know their full out agenda, but this is saying like this is their motivating force. They're having financial, like extreme financial difficulty, like mafia style, and it will not go away. They are not temporary problems, and their wish will not be granted, meaning whoever they're associated with or whoever they kind of like did the breaking of bones with, basically, like roughed up a few people or whatever in order to get a greater thing, they're gonna get basically the lower end of the stick of this kind of bargain thing. So this is kind of the short, what is it, a shortcut deal to of benefits, basically. And so when you know how the external is operating, you don't give a shit about how they're, you know, what the detail is. They're just going, they're just like clawing at it, you know, they're just going at it like that. And it's still not good, but they're acting upon this it's not just lack mindset, but basically I don't know if it's fearing for their life, but it's they owe energy, like a certain energy and an entity a lot, which means that like if it's it could be like even a demon that they conjured, or you know they're looking to collect, whatever it is, it's a big it's a big issue. So one floated off for me. Okay. Oops. Feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. So maybe it is that King of Swords. Maybe he got into some really deep shit, though. I don't know. No. But that's what it logically would be placed as. So then what is that? I didn't study astrology in college. It was not offered, I don't think. Did you? All right, so this is, again, the King of Wands in reversal and the Six of Wands. What the heck is that all about? King of Wands. And it's like the brother of the doorman. This King of Wands. It's someone that's very much like this energy, but like the Jekyll version. It's not the same characters. It's not the same person. But like a brotherhood or some kind of brother type of energy is tied to this King of Wands here. So when I say this is just for me, the King of Wands upright is employed to work in my favor. And so that's considered like kind of part of the inner circle on that note, which means that this is pertaining to him. Relative to me, it's pertaining to him. So it's a brother type of energy that is, I don't know. I'm just reading the cards. Did you study that? Have a high priestess candle, and the wick flame was high. It started burning the sides of the glass. If not, it would have done the same. Yeah, it was burning the sides of the glass on mine, on its upper half. Like, at least this is probably the most blackened smoke that I have experienced, even while trying to quiet it down with other, with additional wax. And so there's, I think, a remnant. And if, so I don't know if it, I think it cracked the external part, whatever I placed it in. That's, I think, where I saw the glass. Otherwise, yeah, I think that's what it was. I'm gonna have to find out after it chills out for a second. All right, so there's that. I wish it would be clearer to me, but maybe I just don't need to know about all that stuff. This is very specific. I don't expect my full out collective to know what this all means, nor making it to fit. But I know my collectives, all of them, are smart enough to see the common thread to their life, if not a macrocosmic sense. Because I told you, I don't watch the news, or politics or anything like that. So there might be some relationship with that. I'm only just reading according to how I see things for my realm. He studied engineering. Yeah, I tried to get back into the realm of like support work for engineers. That felt like home, but it's, I don't know. People don't find me acceptable. I guess, I don't know. I don't, and the way I present myself is not so casual. When I go out into the real world, I don't say fuck this, fuck that, blah 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 blah. I'm I'm very much a prude compared to anything else. So anyway, first deck. Okay, bottom of the deck. Takeaways: Nine of Wands, showing up, even if it's singularly speaking. I don't know if anybody else is going to show up, but I clocked in. Hierophant in reverse. Someone has fallen, and they can't get up. That's what that is. Okay. It is unorthodox. Like, what is happening? I don't know. I showed up though. Okay, second takeaway, or second deck. Perspectives, bottom of the deck. Yep, something has gone amiss. Like, houses turn, parties are, not depicting their usual, like, I know enough where there's in news where like there's an issue with US and allies and all of that shit. So houses overturned, and that's what that is. And it could also mean a paradigm shift, opportunities for that. Top of the deck, no secret to the sauce, killer energy for sure. Like, yeah, people are taking off their suit. Like, that part is deaded. Okay, so that might have to do something with like ice. Third deck is this, which is Seven of Cups, options, varieties, Nine of Wands, showing up. Okay, so there are other ways to go about things, other routes, other methods, other strategies. I'm here for it. There's harmony this time. It's not like this energy where it's like, God, I don't even know when my next meal is going to be, etc. Okay, so there is hope. Fantastic. Okay, fourth deck. This deck, which is Mice in reverse, discord amongst friends and or family. Okay, so that ain't gonna happen no more. It can't get any worse. I have a lot of decks. Okay, needle and thread, extroverted. A sincere wish will be granted. Fantastic. Things are looking up. Fantastic. Fifth. Okay. Okay. Four of Wands in reversal. Again, paradigm shift and or things are still amok. I don't know. On the move. Yeah, this is parties, houses overturned, associations or alliances kind of like broken, etc. You know why? Because the ace of this is a magician, someone who is quite powerful but is also fallen, that are tricky in their ways. Instead of being objective with their practice, they're objectifying and like everything is a hamster basically. Yeah. Okay. So 2 takeaways for my super duper refined divine collective. First one. Hermit card. Okay. Again, this is gifts unlocked by and for to the inner wild. This is very, very complicated. Whatever this thing is, very, very complicated. But this is the upside down, sunny side up. Okay. So that's first takeaway clarified by extroverted. Five of Swords, extroverted. That's the one up card. Okay. So moving about in darkness. Yo, what's up? Revolution. Big decisions are being made without any like kind of like there may have been talks, but they have been they were not executed well. So this is the energy of like I have the one up, I'm moving in the dark, I'm moving in the dark, and I have the one up, the realization that I can make a firm decision and just do it. This is crazy. This is like AWOL type of energy, like rogue. But this is the energy of like personal, what do you call it? I don't know what you call it, but personal agency and then just doing it. Anyway, frying pan in reversal, trouble and accusations in reversal. So for the moment, there's going to be none of that. Like it's silence. You're kind of leaving that behind. But in the future, it's also saying that it will find you kind of energy. What is this? Who is this? This is supposed to be for my super duper refined divine collective, and it does not feel that way. A Fool card, setting forward still. So setting forward despite. Okay, so this is kind of refugee type of energy. It's leaving a world behind because it's chaos anyway. It can only get worse. And so this is the knowing that you're in the best position possible. Like it's only going to get worse. So this is the best that I can get right now and the best positioning. So it's being moved to move forward. Second takeaway, Page of Cups in reverse, self-love. Boiling it down, this is discernment and like, okay, I got to do what's, right for me. This is self-acknowledgement. Destiny in reverse or fate. So this feels like cornered type of energy. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, like I can't micromanage this. I can't take accountability for my steps moving forward. But pale in extroverted, time to get out of a situation. What is this? This is definitely like refugee type of energy. Ten of Cups in reversal. I am enough. Yeah, there is kind of refugee energy here. I don't know what else to say. Okay, this is Shadowscapes Tarot. I'm just going to pull one for this. Bottom of the deck, the Star card. Top of the deck, no secret to the sauce. Six of Wands, pending victory. There is hope. Clearly. And this is Nine of Cups in reverse. Yep, it's supposed to be in reversal. It is a determination of what makes one happy, because this is clearly not cutting it. What is this? This is strange. Okay, so for me, on a personal level, Okay. This is having to do with my legal stuff. So I quieted it for a day. Do I quiet it for today? No. There's one, yeah. So I can do one communication. Yeah, okay. So I respond today on something. Okay. And it is legit. Okay. No, because I have a feeling that the energies that are meaning to do me harm, or that did and now are now reconsidering how to get out of it, have tapped into my personal stuff here. So they try to do that, like tap into that for leverage. Um and so I want to see how it goes as far as detailing things in real life, like, moving forward with that stuff without over explaining here. Um, like, if these energies are really coming through for me, I thought that the King of Swords is going to really come through for me on my legal stuff. I thought they were going to come through with the follow throughs. I don't know what the case is. There's bigger things happening here that are almost inexplicable right now. I could read down to the T, but I'm not supposed to get into the middle of how, like, micromanage on how things operate. People are going to, again, karma is going to come through. Karma is meant to come through. So don't micromanage on that. I'm not gonna be the what is it, the innocent bystander that, like, just got caught in the crossfire. Okay. So but that's what it is. People have certain, like, issues with their egos, and um I it's just a shame, because it's like, because I am female and the way I'm perceived, um that other people are put to shame if they don't follow through with some bullshit stuff when they realize how deep they are into it, because they supposedly got whooped, or pussied out, that kind of energy. So it's like, um, I I don't have words for that. People are going to be however they're going to be. And so in this part of life, it's more of like discerning and rooting out who's really there for me, who's of value, and to shit with everything else. That's it. They don't belong. They have their own journey. They're out of my life. I'm done. Like, there's no mercy. I don't give a fuck about what happens to them. You take the wheel, Jesus. You do whatever the fuck you want with your bus. Go ahead. Um, but I'm just I'm done with delaying, like, the wondrous aspects of my life for these fuckeries. So um that's all I gotta say about that. Um yeah. I'm actually, there's like a devious part of myself that is curious to see what kind of, like, bullshit, like, karma is waiting for these energies. Like, what will really happen to these energies. I'm almost to the point where I'm willing to hit the pause button on my life and my um what's going on for me, because, like, I know that's going to come in inevitably, but to hit the pause button, to delay a little bit further, just to, like, watch and see what, like, these energies put to shame, and then just so that I could pull that story out and publicize it, and make it even worse. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you decided to do. I'm gonna exploit that as much as possible. I know it's maybe not the most spiritual, like, Gandhi, Buddha way to go, but you know, I'm if I have to delay any further, I want something juicy here to, like, to feast on. Um, I I deserve more reward than just um living my life in under constant chaos of, like, when is this gonna stabilize? You know? because of other bits of confusion and fuckery are added on. So that's where I feel like I may be interested in going to that level. I may be interested in writing up a petition and doing some spell work and doing whatever it is to coerce this in my favor. I'm feeling like if somebody really pushes me to that level, I will really want to I will really want to put them to shame. I want to make eye contact and see them. That's what that's where I'm just about. That's where I feel like I am with this legal stuff. I really feel like So if there's any double crossers, I'm kind of leaning towards that, and I don't think that there's any karma in that. That's just, you know, some compounded action items that when push comes to shove to I'm just I don't know what's going on in the heads of these legal or financial energies that have stepped in to go the extra mile in screwing me over. I think that dark side of myself, those those echelon, those elite billionaire type of energies are kind of rooting for it too, you know. So I don't feel like if I'm poking the bear that it's the bears of the elites or anything like that. I feel like it's the middle men energy. I think they they want to see some medieval slaying type of energy. And that if anybody deserves it most, it's those energies that are so willing to engage in these activities. Over what, you know? Yeah, that's what I feel like. Okay, so then one takeaway for my, or no, two takeaways for my my partners in peace and quiet, which includes myself. Two of Swords. It's a block. Or needing some extra thought. Which way to go? We'll find out. Okay. There's the pause. Or if not, a true block. Okay. Queen of Wands in reversal. Who is this? What? Parrot. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. This is strange. And the Lover's card in reverse. There is some heinous bitch here. Again, this is the Lover's card. There's some, you think, okay. Anyway, there's some hoe over here who is misusing her power. She's throwing up hexes and on paths, on vehicles and paths, and also dishing out. She's doing whatever, every trick in the book she can possibly do, with regards to some disassociation, some of a grouping or a partnership or a breakup type of energy. She's the evil ex that's pulling out all the cards in the deck to do someone over. Yeah, the Lover's card, but it's in reversal. It's and so this is the energy there. Okay, so what is she pulling in the shadows? It's external. The World card in reverse. Okay, endless cycle here. She refuses for this thing to be over with. Page of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this is a liar, a corrupter. Do whatever she can. What is this? This is so weird. I don't know what this is. Here I am talking about legal, and that the people that are associated with it directly that I can see are males. And I know this attorney is married and kind of within the same field, but should I talk about it? Is that okay? Is it safe? Not right now. If need be, I can talk about it at a later time. But for right now, they're saying not right now. But there are, I don't know, like when you work in females who get really like riled up over like I want that person, etc. Like this, like pick me energy on steroids. When they go that far, they're willing to proxy any other energies or disguise themselves through other energies, kind of like outsource or whatever in some aspect in order to get their way. And so I don't know if that's what's really happening here, but there is a definitely a determined female that has just lost it, like nobody wants her, and so she's just running amok. She acts like if one person declines her that she wants or whatever, that it's like the end of the world for her. And because of that, because of such extreme, like that extreme push towards that, she does end up excluding herself from being desirable to anybody. Yeah. At first I was concerned because I was like, oh, maybe with the spell casting and, like having to really push to stand up for myself, that maybe I was coming off as the Queen of Wands in reversal, that I was willing to do some oogity boogities just at random because I was fucking bored with my life. And this is just like, no, I just want to move on. I just want to fucking live my life like without any additional stifling or people trying to dip into my pockets when they obviously have more income and bullshitting other people. Like when I give you an out to continue on however the fuck you'd like to continue on just so it doesn't get worse, and you don't take it, I mean ultimately that's probably the best way, because when they get the smackdown from spirit and other deviations and delegates of spirit, then they can do no harm to others anymore. That's basically the ideal measure. That they make that decision on their own, or they go through that measure. But yeah, I don't know. So I don't control everything. All right, so there's that. First takeaway for my partners in peace and quiet. Second one is the Sun card. Okay, keep shining. What is that song? Knowing you can always count on me, for sure. Okay. Ace of Cups, I'll be by your side forevermore. That's crazy. Okay, clarified by Judgment. This is, see, again, it's closing off with some fluency that is recognizable. So there is a lot of, like, on one side of the train tracks, it is absolute chaos. Every single day, every single way you turn, it's always this bitch going to be in your face. Then there's another side of the train tracks where it's like, it's almost like heaven. It's weird. I don't. It's such a huge contrast. Yeah. Dolphin inverted. Financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. Okay. So wonderful. Like, just keep shining. Don't, it's not forget about that other energy. Just like, that energy is living on a different timeline, and they would only hope to live up to this standard of being able to transfer tracks, but they're not. They're not. They're clearly where they're at because of where they're at, and they're constant misdoing. So just, carry along. Business as usual, Tina. Again, the Sun card in reverse. Everything is seen. Everything is seen. Like, that's why I don't need to sleep with one eye open. I can get my rest, etc. Okay. So, but that's for my, my partners in peace and quiet alongside with me. Fan-freaking-tastic. All right, 3 takeaways. First one. Four of Swords, recuperation. Okay, talk about getting sleep. It's not just shut-eye, it is recuperation. Ah! Six of Cups in reversal. Oh, my kin joins me in slumbers. Yeah, this is astrally speaking. We all recover. That's so crazy. Page of Swords, we're learning together. This is a new forum, like the simulation outside of this simulation. Bird flying, extroverted. News is on the way. Interesting. Okay, clarified by. Four of Pentacles in reverse. So just don't get in the way of it. Just like, it'll come to you when it comes to you. That's all good. Okay. All right. Second takeaway. Ten of Swords. Slave material. Assassin. On point. Okay. So the messages are going to carry through one way or the other. The Empress card, yeah, for sure. Yeah, they're going to come to me. There's a high degree of magnetism, and like, oh, I have magnetized the assassin energy. Big portfolios, yeah, and the all access pass for sure. That's crazy. Maybe like, you know, when I read these things, it feels so abstract and like, am I reading the right things? And I know I am, but there's things that I am not privy to in a certain arena. So it makes sense for others, like, holy moly. Um, but for me, it's like, people must think I'm losing it. losing my touch. But when I see this other aspect that is familiar to me, dude, I got it. Casket in reverse. Someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. Someone's already being handled. The handler has done their job. It's done, it feels like. Or it's being handled. Yeah. Okay. Clarify by. Is this the second or the third takeaway? Second, okay. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, okay. So, you know, just pay attention to your garden, little Empress, okay? Do your little thing. Focus on your garden. Your humble abode of a garden. And I know it's sitting on a patio and there are no vegetables there. And it's like the way it's set up, you know, just enjoy whatever you can. Bury the hatchet, basically. Just, okay. Interesting. Okay. I'm supposed to keep my hands clean. Remember? Okay. All right. My third takeaway is Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so withhold the spell casting, Tina. Okay. Like, my candle. A lot can get, it can get really crazy. So just well, there's something about this is like mark get set go type of thing, but I don't know what. I get context. Eight of Wands. Okay, so there's like on your mark get set go, that kind of energy. For me, it's a different go time, like a different start. I don't know. It's kind of to trick. This is for when there's like a go time for the rest of the people. And then for me, there's a subset where it's like, okay, it's actually absolutely truly safe. You can go. That kind of energy. Like this is carried out by a bodyguard type of energy. You see, there's communicating, like, let me cock my gun first for a second. And before we head out, there's a communication there that's very, like, moving very carefully. Clarified by. Yeah, this is like Terminator 2 or something, or Terminator. Five of Swords. So there's an upper hand of that. Like, not everybody gets this kind of attention or treatment. That's different. Different terms. It's kind of in reversal, kind of inverted. Good fortune. This is very private. Again, Eight of Wands in reversal is very, very fucking private. Like, you do not want to tempt the guards that, you know, like how the Queen has their own guardsmen and, you know, all sorts of security. This is you do not want to challenge the security or like the you don't want to challenge whatever this is. This is not speaking to me. This is speaking to everybody else, even on the inner circle. Like, you do not want to fumble on this. That's crazy. Get one clarifier from the Shadowscapes. The Hermit card in reverse. That's moving out of the darkness. That is that's moving out of the shadows. So that's kind of in essence the truth of it. I'm gonna get a hollow marker for transparency. Okay. It's the King of Pentacles in reversal. It is boss energy. Yeah, it is a boss energy. So, there are certain rules. But again, this is an anomaly, however my situation is dealt with. But at the same time, like, when you have a part in a company, a sense of ownership, whether you own a company or you have, like, what do you call it? Enough stock, I guess. You know, a sense of a degree of ownership in a company. There is pull in it, but in a standardized view of leverage, there's also certain rules. I don't know what this is. I don't live that life really to know all the details involved, but there's some kind of terms of discretion here. Like, there's, from what I understand, working in different industries, there are certain contracts, independent contracts, that almost act as, oh, should I even say this? No, just, but my right hand is tingling. I know what the fuck that means. Then I'm right about this. Okay, so anyway, the end. It's all good. Okay, thanks very much for all donations provided in enough light and love that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. But now this reading is officially over. I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength, properties, passions, pursuits, and prospects from those that call upon, cash, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof, the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought form, pattern, and or entity, to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting to love and light energy, and to be refortified in me, only me, hassle-free, no doubt, and no attachment, except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. Upon closing the portals in these readings, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas to assisting with a sequence of rollout. In light and love, I close the portals in these readings now. Thank you.